Help me hit 1,000 subscribers, and I promise you what you are about to hear will completely change the way you understand attraction, connection, and the hidden language that makes a woman feel something so deep she cannot ignore it. If you have ever wondered why some men seem to effortlessly win the hearts of women, while others struggle despite trying so hard, you are about to discover the answer. This is not about tricks or games. This is about truth, presence, and the quiet power of being truly seen. So before we begin, please hit that subscribe button right now, turn on notifications, and stay with me until the very end, because what I am going to share with you today is something most men will never understand in their entire lives. Just picture this scene for a second. You are standing right there, right in front of her. You aren't reaching out to touch her arm, and you aren't trying to be a big flirt or showing off. You aren't pushing too hard to make her like you. You are just there, having a simple, quiet talk. But in that small, silent space between the things you are saying, something is happening inside her. She feels something that is hard to put into words, a little spark that she can't quite explain to herself. See, most men go through their whole lives without ever figuring out why a woman really falls for someone. They think it's all about having a perfect face, or wearing the right clothes, or having a lot of money in the bank. But a woman can fall for the sound of a man's voice, or the way he uses his words. It's not just about what she sees with her eyes. This is because liking someone doesn't really start with beauty. It starts with a feeling deep down that you are being understood. When you give a girl the right kind of nice word, and you say it in the right way, it doesn't just make her feel a little better about herself for a moment. It goes much deeper than that. It actually reaches her heart and stays there like a warm light she didn't know she needed. Welcome to our community of people who care about real human connection, where we talk about how people bond on a deep level and how genuine attraction is built. If you are joining us for the first time, please stay with us and keep listening, because what we are going to talk about today isn't just some basic advice you would hear from a guy at a bar trying to sound smart. This is about how our feelings work, how our minds connect, and the gentle way to make a woman feel something so real that she simply cannot look away. This is about the science of the heart and the art of seeing people for who they truly are. Here is a simple truth you need to know. Every woman has already heard a million empty words. People tell her she is beautiful. They tell her she has a nice smile. They say, "Wow, you look great today," or "Your hair looks amazing," or "You have such a pretty face." To her, that is just noise. It is like the sound of traffic outside her window, or a fan humming in the background, or music playing in a store she is not even paying attention to. It is just noise. It disappears almost as soon as the words leave the person's mouth because she has heard it all before, and none of it touched her in any meaningful way. But there are some special kinds of nice things you can say, rare ones, that do not just go away. These are the words that stay with her. They keep playing in her mind hours after you are gone. They make her remember the sound of your voice when she is all by herself, when the world is quiet and nobody is watching her, and she is just sitting there thinking. That is exactly where attraction begins to grow. It doesn't happen right in the middle of the conversation when you are both laughing and talking. It happens in the echo that stays behind, in the silence after you leave, in the moments when she replays what you said and wonders why it made her feel so much. This is because real, honest compliments have nothing to do with just describing how she looks on the outside. They make her feel like you really see her, like you looked past the surface and noticed something nobody else ever cared to notice. Women do not usually fall for a man just because he tells them they are pretty. They fall for a man who recognizes who they are at their core. When a man notices something small, something that nobody else even bothers to look at, he creates a special doorway straight into her heart. Once you walk through that door, she won't be able to look at you the same way again. The entire dynamic changes because you have shown her that you are not like everyone else. But before you ever say a single word, you have to understand one thing that will make or break everything. Women are incredibly good at sensing how you feel. They have a sort of emotional radar that picks up on the energy behind your words. They can feel why you are saying what you are saying. If you are just saying something nice to try and impress her or manipulate her feelings, she will hear that in the way your voice sounds. If you are saying something just to get her to like you or to get something from her, she will feel that energy coming from you. you, and it will make her put up walls. But if you say something nice because you truly saw something rare and real, something she almost tries to hide from the world, that is when she lets her guard down. She doesn't do it on purpose. Her mind just loses the ability to keep her heart protected because she can feel that you are being completely honest and real and present with her. So imagine she is talking to you. She is telling you a story about her life, or a dream she has for the future, or something she really cares about deeply. Most men would just stare at her lips, or look at her hair, or glance at her body while she talks. They are not really listening. They are just waiting for their turn to speak, or thinking about what they can say to sound cool or impressive. But you are different. You are really listening. You are watching the way her voice gets a little softer when she talks about something she loves. You are seeing the way her eyes light up when she remembers something beautiful from her past. You are noticing the way she laughs, not because she thinks something is funny, but because she is trying to hide how much a certain memory means to her, or because she feels a little vulnerable sharing this part of herself. And when it is your turn to speak, you don't talk about her body or her appearance. You talk about her soul. You talk about the things that matter. Here is a big secret that most men never learn. A woman doesn't fall for the man who tells her she is beautiful. She falls for the man who makes her forget every single time she ever felt like she wasn't good enough. She falls for the man who sees her worth when she herself sometimes doubts it. She falls for the man who notices her kindness, her strength, her gentle heart, her way of seeing the world. Because those are the things she values about herself, but rarely hears acknowledged by anyone else. The first thing you can say that makes a woman feel this way is something that tells her something about herself she never expected you to notice. It isn't about her hair, her clothes, or her face. It is about her heart and her presence and the energy she brings into the world. Most men only see what is on the outside because that is the easy part. The man who can see what is underneath is the one she won't be able to stop thinking about. And before we go any further, remember this important point. You aren't trying to trick her into liking you. You are giving her a deep emotional experience. You are giving her a feeling she didn't see coming, a feeling that touches a part of her she thought nobody could reach. Once a woman feels something that powerful while she is with you, she will start to want more of that feeling, even if she doesn't realize she is doing it. Her mind will associate that feeling with you and only you. The first compliment that makes a woman fall for you is the one that touches who she really is deep down inside. Every woman carries two versions of herself. There is the person the rest of the world sees every day, the person who smiles and laughs and goes to work and handles her responsibilities. And then there is the person she keeps hidden away, the one who feels deeply, who worries, who dreams, who hopes, who sometimes feels scared or unsure or just wants to be understood. When a man sees that hidden version, she feels like her heart is wide open, but in a way that feels wonderful instead of frightening. Imagine this. She is laughing and talking about a story she thinks is just a normal, boring story, maybe something that happened at work or with a friend. While other guys just hear the words and nod along without really caring, you hear the meaning behind them. You look at her and say something like, "You know what I noticed? You really care. Even when you don't say it out loud, I can tell you feel things very deeply." She won't expect that, not from you and not from anyone else. This is because that compliment isn't about how she looks. It is about her very soul. It tells her that you see the soft heart she tries to protect. You see the strength she keeps behind her smile. You see the sensitive side she doesn't always show because the world can be harsh and she has learned to guard herself. Most men talk about things everyone can see. You talk about the things that are invisible, the things that matter most. And the most amazing part is that she is going to think about that sentence later. She will lie in her bed at night and hear your voice saying it again. She will wonder how you knew. She will ask herself if anyone has ever really seen her like that before. Deep down, every woman wants to be understood more than she wants to be told she is pretty. That is just how our minds work as human beings. We feel attracted to people who make us feel like we matter, like we are not just another face in the crowd. When someone sees the part of us we thought was hidden, we start to trust them. And once there is trust, liking someone follows right behind it because trust is the foundation of every deep connection. This makes her start to notice how you see her. She will start to compare how well you listen to how other people don't listen at all. Her mind will start asking questions. She will wonder, why does he see these things in me? How did he catch what everyone else missed? Why do I feel so safe with him but also a little bit excited and nervous at the same time? There is a lot of power in being seen by another person. When a woman feels understood, she becomes open and honest with you. And being open is how people really bond and form connections that last. The second thing you can say is even stronger because it builds respect on top of attraction. You say to her, "I really like the way you think." You aren't just saying she is right about something or she is smart in a general sense. You are saying you love her perspective, the unique way she sees the world. That sentence is like a magnet pulling her closer to you emotionally. It tells her that her mind is attractive to you. It tells her that the way she sees the world is special and valuable. The moment a woman feels that you want her for her thoughts and not just for her looks, it creates a bond that is much stronger than just liking how someone looks on the outside. She will start thinking differently when she is around you. She will talk more and open up more because you made her feel powerful for who she is, not just for being a girl or for being pretty. This is a huge deal because women are used to men wanting them for their beauty or their bodies. They aren't used to a man wanting them for their mind, for the things they think and feel and believe. When a man picks her for something rare like that, her feelings get very strong very quickly. You aren't just another guy anymore who wants to take her on a date. You become the one person who truly understands her at a level nobody else does. And that is incredibly attractive because it is incredibly rare. The third thing you can say is the most powerful and intimate of all. She will never forget this one, even if she tries. This isn't about her feelings or her mind. It is about the way she changes things just by existing. You look at her, not like you are in a movie trying to be dramatic, but just in a quiet, honest way. And you say something like, "You know what is amazing? You change the way a room feels just by being in it." You aren't saying she is pretty or charming or fun to be around. You are talking about the effect she has on the world around her. Most people go through life feeling like they are just another face in the crowd, like they don't really matter that much in the grand scheme of things. Even very beautiful women often feel like they are replaceable, like someone else could step into their place and nothing would change. But when you tell her she has a special presence, something shifts inside her mind and heart. Presence is something you cannot fake. It means she matters. It means people feel her heart and her energy before they even know her name or hear her story. Suddenly, she isn't worried about her makeup or her hair or whether her outfit looks good. She is thinking about the person she becomes when she is standing next to you. The version of herself that feels seen and valued and important. When you talk about her impact on the world, her brain starts to link that feeling of being important and valuable with your voice and your face. When your voice becomes the thing that makes her feel confident and powerful, she stops looking for attention from the rest of the world. She only wants it from you because you are the one who gave her that gift. But here is the interesting part that you need to understand. Women don't just fall for the nice words themselves. They fall for the man who is wise enough and aware enough to say them. If your words feel rare and smart and thoughtful, she will believe that you are rare and smart and thoughtful too. She will start to see you through a new lens. She won't see a guy trying to get a date or win her over. She will see a man who understands her on a level she never expected anyone to reach. And that changes everything about how she sees you and thinks about you. Her deepest wish, the thing she wants more than almost anything else, is to be understood. A pretty woman hears nice things every single day from strangers and friends and people who want something from her. But she never forgets the man who actually saw her, who looked past the surface and noticed the things that make her who she really is. Real attraction doesn't start when she smiles at your compliment or laughs at your joke. It starts when she is driving home alone in her car or lying in bed at night and she can't stop thinking about what you said. Her mind will try to figure out how you notice those things about her. And while she is looking for the answer, she will realize the answer is you. That is how a simple connection turns into a deep desire that she cannot shake. But there is one rule you must never, ever break. These words only work if you really mean them. If you say them without any feeling, they won't work and she will know. If you say them just to try and trick her or manipulate her emotions, she will know you are lying because her emotional radar will pick up on it. But if you say them with your full attention and total honesty, if you say them because you truly see these things in her, you won't just impress her, you will change her life and the way she sees herself. The most powerful thing you can ever say to another human being is the thing that shows them a part of themselves they didn't know people could see. Once she realizes you can see the real her, the hidden her, the parts she keeps protected, she will want to see the real you too. She will want to know you deeply because that is how real intimacy is built. The reason these words are so special isn't because they are fancy or poetic or sound like something from a romance novel. It is because they say something people rarely hear in this world. They say, "I see you." Not the mask she wears for strangers, not the smile she puts on when she is trying to be polite, but the truth underneath all of that. Most men are just chasing a woman's attention, trying to get her to notice them or like them or give them a chance. A rare man earns her trust by being present and honest and real. And the rarest man of all earns a special place in her mind forever, because he gave her something nobody else could give her. He gave her the feeling of being truly seen. If you notice her heart, her strength, and her soft side, she will feel that in a way that words cannot fully describe. Women don't fall for men who just want their bodies or their beauty. They fall for men who reach their emotions and touch their souls. Words that reach her mind change what she thinks about you. Words that reach her heart change how she feels when she is around you. But words that reach her soul change the way she sees you for the rest of her life. Those are the words that echo in her mind forever. If this message helped you understand how people connect on a deeper level, please don't just walk away. Hit that subscribe button right now and help me reach 1,000 subscribers because this community is built on real understanding and truth. Here we don't just teach tricks or games. We learn the real science of how humans bond with each other and how genuine, lasting attraction is created. Our next conversation could be the one that changes everything for you. So stay curious, stay patient, and always remember this one truth. The right words don't just make a person smile for a moment. The right words make them fall in a way they never expected. Thank you so much for being here and for listening. I will see you in the next one.